Hi, my name is David Welsh, and I'm a real estate agent, part of the Wiser team at RE/MAX Sundance Realty 2. The purpose of this video today is to take a little bit of a look in for sale by owners, FSBOs if you will. Should I sell my home myself, or should I use a real estate agent to sell it for me? This is a big question a lot of people have, surprisingly. I mean, it should be straightforward. I know I can sell the home myself, or I know I should use a real estate agent, but it's not. And the reason being is a lot of times it's either the homeowner doesn't want to pay commission, doesn't want to put up money, just wants to try it out himself, see if he can do it. Third, doesn't trust real estate agents. The biggest things that I get, the main three things that I get: they don't want to pay the commission, they want to try it out first, or they don't trust real estate agents. Bottom line, there's the top three. And I can understand there's a lot of real estate agents that people I work with, a lot of real estate agents that I've seen that are just incompetent. That just think they can take a real estate listing, throw it up on the MLS, it's going to sell, and then wonder why, when it just sat on the MLS, of why it didn't sell. Then they start looking at what's wrong with the home, what's wrong with this. Really, it was just their marketing capabilities, or their marketing incapability, or marketing incompetence, because they didn't know how to market it properly. They didn't know how to separate the demographic. On a big, huge basis, I've known an agent that, he could sell a $50,000 home all day long. When he got a $1.5 million home, he couldn't separate the demographic properly, didn't know how to market it right, and he sat there and he's twiddling his thumbs. Why isn't this home selling? There's a big, huge difference between obviously $50,000 home and a $1.5 million home, or $1.6 million home, whatever it was. There's a big difference. So, in saying that, let's get into the numbers. This is what we're going to go over. I'm not going to try to be pro both any. I mean, I'm a real estate agent. I'd love to get you a listing, but it's going to be up to you. It's going to be your decision of whether you want to use me as a real estate agent or if you want to sell the home yourself. I'm not going to push you either way. You got to make a decision. You got to call me. $50,000 home is not a lot of money for a home at all. I think we can both agree on that. The corral of investors that I have set up and that I have to use at my hands, ready to go, is huge. $50,000 range. Do I think you need a real estate agent to do it? Do I think you need to use me to do it? I think you could sell it yourself. I'll be honest. I think you can sell it yourself. I'd love to get you a listing, but if you want to go out and swing for it, go ahead. There's a ton of investors out there that are looking on the market, constantly looking for the deal. That's the market we're in right now. Investors looking for that deal. So your $50,000 range, not a problem. I think you can sell it yourself. I think I can sell it faster because I do have that at my fingertips of the MLS, of using the power of the MLS and using the power of the other real estate agents that have 15 buyers on the line, and on top of my 5 that I have ready to go, or whatever it is, it's going to sell like that, and it's going to be cash. It's going to be a 3-day, put your home up, sell it in 3 days, pretty much. Could be. Just as long as the title company get their stuff together, I think there's a cash buyer for just about every home out there, especially around $50,000. When you get in the more $150,000 range, you start getting in a little more difficult price range because you start getting out of that corral. And think of it, think of it kind of like a casino. The casino has the $5 table, they got a $10 table, they got the $50 table, then they got the $10,000 table that they have VIP standing in the corner there. I can't touch that table. That's just too much money for me to stick out there. But, this from the investor point of view, if I'm going to spend $150,000 on a home, I better make 50 grand off that. If I can't take the home, get it as cheap as I can at $150,000 and flip it around and make $200, it's not going to be worth my time. Because why would I do that? If I can buy 3 homes for $50,000 and make 10 to 15 grand a piece off of them, why not do that instead of risking it all in one? That's the investor standpoint of view. There are the high rollers that will put the bigger buck out there to make the bigger buck. There are investors out there that spend $300,000 and sell it around $400,000, $450,000. They're out there. I'll never say that you can't. Always say that you can. And if you want to try it out, go ahead. And if it doesn't work out, call me. That's just how it goes. So now, once you get in the $150,000 range, you start getting out of the bigger cash bracket. You're not getting out of the cash bracket. You're getting out of the larger cash bracket and getting to a smaller one. Not a big deal. There's plenty out there. And you start getting more into the finance deal. Okay, you start getting in, and if you don't know already, depending on what loan they have, it take up 45 days to close on it because they got to get their loan together. Yeah, I know I'm speaking kind of fast because I'm trying to keep this video down and keep it short and sweet as best as possible. Finance deals. If you have a buyer come in, if you're a for sale buyer, you have a buyer come in, you better be ready to have an app for him, or send them to a finance place to get pre-qualified, or to make sure he has a pre-qualification letter or proof of funds. Before you even let him in your home. If you have a buyer call you up and say, "Hey, I'd like to buy your home. Can I come see it?" There's big risk. Okay, there's big risk involved with a for sale by owner because he's out in the open market. He's out in the public market. He's not. There's nobody that's screened coming to your home. Real estate agents, we always screen our buyers. We always make sure they're pre-qualified. We always make sure they have proof of funds, that they're ready to go, that they're serious. I will not take a buyer to your home that is not ready to buy your home. Bottom line. It's going to be up to him whether he likes it, but as far as the numbers go, he's free and clear, ready to go on it tomorrow if need be. For sale by owners, you got to be careful because there are people that are just looking, okay? They're just looking to get their foot in the door to rob you blind. They'll say, I'm qualified up to $300,000. I'm not worried about it. Your home's $150,000. Can I come see it? They come see it and they're really casing your home. You just got to be careful with that. Real estate agents too. Real estate agents that doing open houses. Like our female agents, we always make sure they have somebody with them, because in the past it has been very bad. You gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful. And so moving on in the numbers bracket and the price ranges and everything, you're getting a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 home. Okay, if you're selling your home for $500,000, think of where you came from as far as the history of where you conjured the home up. Did you have a real estate agent find it for you, or did you build it yourself, or did you have a builder build it? You get the history of why you bought it, why you bought it there, how much you bought it at, and ball it up and save it and use that. Okay. The reason why I say that is because if you have a home for $500,000, the people that are spending that kind of money, you really, and be honest with yourself and be honest with me, are they going to be looking themselves? Are they going to be, taking the time out to look at $500,000 listings plus, $500,000 plus listings? Chances are, there are some, but chances are they're more likely to have a real estate agent looking for them. Am I right? Am I wrong? Be honest. Then look at the fact that a lot of real estate agents that don't really like to look outside the box because of the time that it takes to go and deal with a for sale by owner, especially if he doesn't have their stuff in line, like we spoke about before. So they like to stay on the MLS and work with agents because it's going to be a lot easier for me if I work with another agent, okay? And the end is all about my buyer. What's going to get him what he wants, as soon as he wants, when he wants, how he wants. That's my only worry. I'm not going to, that's why I won't waste my time with other things for obvious reasons, because it'd be wasting the time of my buyer. So look at that standpoint. If chances are $500,000 range, he's going to have an agent looking for him, and a lot of agents won't go outside the MLS box. They want to stay in that box because it's much, much easier, and it's much more, gives them much more confidence for their buyer to be buying a home. So if you have a $500,000 home and you're online and you have your home up and you're trying to sell it yourself, I'm going to be honest, it's going to be difficult. You might be getting tons of leads, but how many of those leads are pre-qualified, ready to go, and not casing your home? What's your motivation in selling? Think of that. Do you need to sell the home because you're moving somewhere else? Or are you just sitting on the home? Are you just putting it out there? You know, like, you know, I'm just seeing what happens. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, I'm fine. And you figure your motivation, you know what's behind it. You know, if you got to use a real estate agent. There's nothing wrong with trying it out. There's nothing wrong with going out and trying to sell the home yourself, especially if you're successful at it. If you did it, if you got out there and you knew your demographic, you knew exactly where you needed to be. Because Florida, I mean, I'm in Southwest Florida. I'm in Fort Myers. There's so much variety of home out here. It is. I mean, we have lakes, rivers, the Gulf of Mexico, the beaches. You know, we have creeks, meadows. You know, we have acreage. People have their horses and hiking trails and just beautiful, beautiful places. One of the best places ever to live in is Florida, especially Southwest Florida. Slower pace, just beautiful, beautiful place to be in. And good people. So if you're not understanding what demographic you're in, if you're not understanding that you're in a golf community as per se an acreage community to where people have horses, well, you're kind of in two different brackets, don't you think? There are the people, don't get me wrong, there are the people that love to golf and love to ride horses. But where would they like to live? What is a more likely place that they're going to be finding it? What magazines are you in? Where are you putting your ads at? That's the things that you got to figure out. Make sure you know your demographics, and make sure you have all your legalities in mind before you even think of selling your home. Make sure you know your market. I'll be more than happy to give you any kind of advice that you need or anything like of the sort. My email's up 24/7. You can email me anytime. I don't care what time you're on or what place in the world you're at. You know, that's open 24/7. Luxury Real Estate 721@gmail.com. I'll put the information in. But if there's anything I can do to help you, it's what I'm here to do. It's why I'm making this video. So, I hope you take everything that you have and you're jotting things down. And I hope you enjoyed the video. This is it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. Again, my name is David Welsh with the Wiser Team at RE/MAX Sundance Realty 2. And my email is luxuryrealestate721@gmail.com. Thank you and have a wonderful day.